Hi everyone, thanks for clicking on the video. I want to put this at the start just really quickly, just to give you a bit of backstory on the actual project. So I started this back when Rona first hit, so about 18 months ago. Filmed a lot of the stuff then. It was all online, so I had to wait for quite a few bits to actually arrive, like paint, panels, things like that. Clips, so they're quite broken up, they're sort of in chunks. And unfortunately, I've only got a chance to edit this now because I've got COVID now. I feel absolutely fine, but obviously I'm isolated for 10 days, so it means I've got time to edit this. There's a chunk at the end which I can't find, annoyingly, so it does jump from the DIY up until the final project, so I just want to put that in there now. But also, before the video starts, if you've got any comments that you think might look good, I'm looking for some inspiration, what I can put on this back wall, because I feel like some artwork on here would look quite good. So if you think of anything, just drop me a comment down below. Hope you enjoyed the video, and once again, thanks for watching. Cheers. Just have a quick look round this place before we do gut it. As you can see, it's an absolute shithole. As an example, it's never been used, don't you worry about that, but I have a toilet brush just lying in my spare bedroom, which bought as a housewarming present when I moved in. But yeah, it's not the best looking thing in the world. That's Big Sassy. See, it is Chewbacca, but he took a different path in life, that guy, so he's turned into Sassy from the Big Les show, and various other shit. Boxes full of clothes, shoes, we even have stuff on the windowsill over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to gut this and see what sort of space we're working with, because I've actually forgotten how big this room even is. So as you can see, it's now half tidy. I can at least walk around it in my lovely little hotel slippers. And it's looking more like a room, so we're going to finish it off tomorrow. It's now 9:30. I've been on this since like 12 o'clock, so I get distracted by like all the shit I find, and the hours go by, hence why it took me this long to do. Not that much really. So it's 2 days later, and it's still, it's still not totally tidy. I've moved a few things around, so I've got rid of that from there, moved that over there. I'm just trying to get an idea for the room at the minute, to be honest with you. It's mid-lockdown, so everywhere that I can buy stuff from is pretty much shut, so I've got to get everything online. It's a bit of a slow process at the minute, because I know what I want to do, but I can't really do a lot of the stuff until I have the stuff here. So the plan is I'm going to get a little corner desk there. Problem is I don't have loads and loads of space, so it can't come out too far. I might even have to buy some legs and potentially like a wood top myself and actually cut to shape, because it can only be, it can only come out a little bit. It can't come out that far. Good thing is though, it's 2 days later since the last time I was on here, and these have arrived. So these are the soundproof, and I've got another 2 boxes of these downstairs. But basically, yeah, it's just it's just deep to go down there. I'm going to soundproof that corner, so from the roof up down there, that's going to be soundproof, sort of sound deadened. And then I'm going to do this wall down here as well, which is where the desk is going to go. So for audio and sort of filming and stuff, the mic will be there. So it's just going to try and make the sound a little bit sharper, a little bit crisper, without and get rid of some of the echo, which obviously a small room like this has. That's how they come. You can see they're just as you'd expect. They're just sort of sound deadening panels. But plan is I'm going to have them like this on the wall. They're going to go on like that, all up and down the wall, and then over here they're going to go on either side. So they're both going to go on like this, but all sort of float the ceiling, all down there. So just, front and back, it'll just sort of tie it in a little bit nicer. But the next thing is I've ordered some paint. So the plan is I'm going to do it slightly lighter colour than the grey on here, but probably only one shade. I've ordered some box panels for on here as well from IKEA, but they're going to take a couple of weeks to come apparently. So it's going to be a bit of a process, this one, but I thought we'd make a start while we could. Like I said, the rest of the thing's a bit of a mess still. I've just got all this stuff out here waiting for actual cabinets and things to put them in. Half of these are going to go in the other room, so it is a bit of a shit tip upstairs at the minute, but once it's all done it'll look crisp. So that's where I'm at the moment. Finish the rest of these walls off camera because the tripod's getting in the way a bit, so I'm going to just power through it. I'm not a painter. This is literally the first time I've painted inside a house. I've done a garden fence before this. Bar that, zero painting experience, so I've just bought some stuff from B&Q and we're just going with it. So if I've done anything wrong, you can tell us in the comment section below, but I don't want to start getting grief about my painting technique, because I know it's probably shit. I don't know, but I'm going to finish this off. So that's all the painting done now. So as you can see, there's a couple of things I need to touch in, but I'm going to get the sound panels up first because a lot of the sound panels should cover up sort of the ones in the corner. I'll have to touch in these ones on the top there, but over there in the corner the sound panels are going to cover it, so there's no point touching them in when I don't have to. But that's the next job, but the painting's all done now. I've got some of the furniture put back in place, done these ties, you know. But if you're wondering how I'm putting these sound panels up, all I'm doing is using PVA glue for now. Hopefully that will hold it. A few people online said these are a bit of a nightmare to get sticking to the wall, so fingers crossed the PVA glue works. I have got something stronger. I've got this Gorilla Glue if I need to, but that's going to be really, really strong. So if I can, I'm going to use that first, and then if I do take them off the wall later down the line, it'll be a lot easier to clean off. I'm up now. I've just rested a couple of things on top of them, so that's the paint roller I've been using, which is actually perfect. Just keeps them in. Just want a little bit of pressure on the wall just to let that PVA glue set. So I'm going to let that set overnight, and then tomorrow we're going to make a start on doing this one. So that's the next one, and that's going to be the main panel wall. So my desk's going to go in the corner there, and then the panels are going to go there. It's like microphone thing. It's going to be behind it, sort of front and back. That one was more of just an aesthetic choice. I thought it would look quite good having them there, but the main one where it's going to be crisscross is going to be on this wall. Now it's going to come to probably about there, I would say, so about half of the wall. So that's tomorrow's job. I'm just letting them dry now, and then we'll repeat this process tomorrow. So that's them all done there. So it was a bit of a process. I mean, they don't stick to the wall very well, like I said. You've got to use quite a lot of PVA glue. So if you do use this one, don't be afraid to put plenty on there. You've got to really get a good stick. The few down the bottom there when I first started weren't sticking because I just wasn't putting enough on. But then it got a lot easier once you start putting plenty on. Hold it for 30 seconds. And then just tend to stick, but it'll probably take about 24 hours for it to fully dry, but I think it looks pretty good. I decided to leave the top because I'm probably just going to put a shelving unit across the top there anyway, so I'm probably going to have to cut that top row in half later down the line. Probably won't be done early doors, I mean a few months down the line now, because I can't find one I like. I know the style. I want like a white cabinet just sort of going across there, about 1.5 meters long, which with a door on the front of it, just sort of put tripods and things like that in it. But that's why I haven't gone right to the ceiling on that one. Plus obviously I'd have to then cut everything to shape. I just thought I don't need to because I'm going to be putting something up there. But I got a few bits when I was at IKEA yesterday as well, so a few little plants and light and things that's slightly more furnished since the last time you saw it. But that is all the panels done. I will be linking absolutely everything I can in the description below, so where I got these panels from, the paint I've used, everything like that. If you are curious, just while I've got it to hand, that's actually who makes these acoustic panels. They're made in Britain, so I can't really fault them at all. Really well packaged, they came nice and tight. They are slightly a little bit awkward, as you can see. When you have them going crisscross, they are some of them are very, very slightly different lengths, but I think that's just going to be the process of making them. They weren't a fortune, they were fairly reasonable. I got these straight from Amazon, they're on Prime as well, so best of both worlds. I mean, the whole finished result I think looks really, really good. Obviously you can buy that one and move the plant's going to be going back on there, but if you do want to take a grab of that, that's going to be where I got them from there. I will link it in the description as well, but yeah, EQ acoustics, but like I say, nice, made in Britain, so I'm always a big fan of made in your own country stuff if possible. So that's just where we're at with that one. So I was touching on a few bits. Obviously this is the main desk, this is where I do a lot of my work. You've got speakers just down there. I already had those. They are I can't remember the actual name, and if you Google Bose computer speakers, they will come up. They're the smaller versions, not the bigger ones. And obviously the subwoofer just sits just underneath, just down there. That's my laptop, it's Dell XPS 15, it's where I do a lot of the editing. A bit old now, I got it 3 or 4 years ago, so it is sort of starting to show signs, but it does the job for me, certainly, in what I need to do. I'm really happy with how the foam panels have worked out. I think it looks really good. The light itself, all that is, it's just I got that from I think Aldi, Aldi's middle aisle, delivering the goods. Need to do some cable management. I only really put this on and get this out when I'm going to film a video. It just gives a nice bit of light. All you do is you push that and then it'll knock that one off. As you can see, it's a lot darker when that's off. IKEA. This is the desk. Now what I did have to do is it's the big corner section from the white desks that IKEA do, and all I did was chop the back off it just to make it, you know, fit into the wall a bit more. Cut a triangle out in the back just for cable management, and then just bought some separate legs individually. And then if I go down this side, you'll see all I did is I just mounted it to the wall, and I decided to put that on as well, just give a little bit of cable management. I already had the cabinet, so that was a nice thing. I didn't have to buy it, was already there. And same with the settee. So those two things, half the room was already in here, and then I just bought a few boxes and things just to display a few of those bits that I had lying about, which I've got the drone, just motorbike helmet. I've got a few bits just dotted about like that, and then of course a few more bits of artwork. Thanks for watching the video, hope you enjoyed it. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I don't upload to this channel that much, but if you did enjoy the video, please drop a like, and if you would, drop a subscribe. That would be much appreciated. It gives me motivation to upload as and when I can. I work a lot of hours, so I'm not a regular uploader, but I do enjoy a bit editing a video and filming some stuff as and when I can. So drop a subscribe if you want to see anything in the future. Take care, have a good day.